but didn't we? Problems, then I correct through the obstacles, I progress. Illogical for them to feel they responsible.
Alrighty, me and Archie just got to Allegheny National Forest. We left Maryland earlier today, so now we have to go find our camp spot. So I got some recommendations from some friends, so hopefully I can find something and me and Archie can get to camp before it gets dark out. I don't know if you can see them, but there's two little baby deer right there. And with that noise, you can hear we are officially off pavement. We find our spot, buddy. Nice little spot tucked away in the woods. The road's right there, so we're not too far away from the road. So I'm hoping that we don't get too much noise. Hey, Arch, stay over here, buddy. Arch, hey. Yeah, so this is our campsite. I got my truck parked right in the trees here. Hoping that the bugs aren't too terrible tonight. I mean, the temperature's not super high right now. And the bugs aren't horrible. I mean, it is, you know, June, so they're gonna be what they're gonna be, but I'm not too worried about it. Plus, I got that little blue light over there as a bug zapper for later tonight, so I'm just genuinely curious to see how that's gonna go. But for now, I'm going to go ahead and get started on dinner, although I don't really know what I want to do for dinner tonight. It might just be backpacking food tonight. We'll see. Stay here. Clearly my knife needs to be sharpened. That's good. I just looked at my Victron unit, and apparently that bug zapper only uses 1.5 amps. Which is great, because that means I can run it for a while. Nice. Nice. Good boy. My friends and I are making our way up to Winnipeg, Canada. So this will be my first time ever out of the country, so that'll be exciting. But yeah, so we are making our way to Winnipeg, and then after Winnipeg, I'm gonna head west, as far west as I can go. I'm gonna try to stay in Canada, maybe go see some of Banff or something like that. We'll see what happens. Oh man, forgot I hadn't opened this yet. But yeah, so I'm only doing one night here in Allegheny National Forest, and then tomorrow night I'm gonna try to make it all the way over to Lake Michigan. So we'll see if we can do that. I have a spot picked out right on the water by Lake Michigan. I'm hoping that we can get it, hoping that it works out, but we won't know. So tomorrow's gonna be kind of a haul day. Today was also kind of a haul day. It was like 5 hours up here from my parents' house. And then tomorrow I looked, and I believe tomorrow is gonna be about a 7-hour day. So tomorrow it's gonna be a lot of miles on the road. So Archie and I are we're gonna get up, we're gonna make some coffee, and then we are just gonna go. Not doing a whole lot here at camp tonight. I'm probably just gonna eat this sandwich, and then I got a couple things on Netflix downloaded, so I'm just gonna probably, once it gets dark here, hop right up into bed, watch a movie or two, and call it a night. I'll see you guys in the morning. Well, good morning. It is now the second morning, so it's day 2. It's about 10:30. I woke up a little bit late. Not gonna lie to you, kind of slept like shit last night. I don't know what my issue was. I just could not fall asleep and stay asleep. So running a little bit behind here today. I'm just gonna make some coffee here on my Jetboil and my AeroPress, just because it takes like 5 minutes total from the minute I put the water in the jet boil. So I got some new coffee to try from Beanbox, so I'm kind of excited about that. You know, it's the little things in life. But for now, just gonna make some coffee and then get on the road towards Madison, Wisconsin. Just go ahead, plug this guy right in. I think I'm gonna try this Nicaraguan blend first this morning. Lots of different ways to make an AeroPress. I prefer the inversion method. I lose less materials that way. All right, well, we made it to campsite number 2. Just a campground here in Ohio. I did not feel like driving. I drove like 4 hours after I got up at like 10 o'clock this morning, and I just did not feel like driving anymore. So I didn't. So here we are. We are, I don't know, probably about 2 hours away from where we originally wanted to be. But that's okay. We're just gonna drive it tomorrow. We actually had to delay one day because of some weather rolling across the country, and Jake's on a bike, so he can't be driving in severe thunderstorms. So I'm gonna go probably head up into the lower UP of Michigan, maybe meet up with a friend or two, try to do some fishing. Maybe I'm gonna go to a fly shop. That's my first destination in the morning, just to see what I can get into, and then I'll probably end up staying in Manistee National Forest, just because it'll be free, it's a national forest, and it'll be right there by the lake. So I feel like that'll be a good idea. So see you guys in the morning.
She bases what she's drinking on the place and time of day. Says that she loves California, but she hates LA. Oh.
All right, so because this video has been like mostly just me driving on the road, I wanted to do something that was going to be at least somewhat interesting. So I'm going to show you guys how I make my Crunchwrap Supremes. So, you know, this is like the Taco Bell dish. I make it a little bit differently. Obviously, I don't have like the nacho cheese, the Velveeta cheese. I can't eat that shit anymore. So let me show you what I got, and then we'll go ahead and jump into making it. So really simple. It's just a pound of ground beef. I'm going to use some American cheese, and then I've got taco tortillas. I've got hard shell tortillas, which I'm just going to crack in half because I couldn't find tostadas. And then I have burrito shells as well. And then I have some romaine lettuce and a tomato. And I do have some sour cream in the fridge that I'll have to get out. And then I've got like my spice cabinet back here. So I'm going to go ahead and set my stove up, and then I'll be right back. All right, so before anybody asks, I am using the JetBoil Genesis system. I love this thing. Lights first click every time, as you just saw, and it packs down inside of the pot. So you can see how big that is. Get my knife out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and throw the ground beef on there, and then I'm going to season it with salt, pepper, garlic powder, cumin, and I think I have chili powder in there. So we'll see. But those are like the 4 or 5 seasonings that I usually use. And while that's starting to sear there a little bit, I'm going to turn that down. I'm going to go wash my hands. So I got my sea salt, garlic powder, a healthy amount of that, chili powder, as spicy as you want it, And then some cumin. Now this is what really gives it like that taco kind of taste, in my opinion, so use as much of that as you want. And then while that's cooking, I'm going to go ahead and chop up my lettuce and tomato. Only need a little bit of tomato. And stack the lettuce and the tomato on the bottom here. Ooh, this one's already cracked, so I'm just going to go ahead and place it right on my crunch wrap here. This is going to act as our crunch layer, just like that. So meat and then cheese. I'm going to use American cheese because why not? And also because I don't have the Mexican cheese, okay? So fight me. Pick kind of a ripped up soft shell just to close the gap. Oh, Archie, you can have that. We'll try this again. There we go. So you're kind of just folding around, doing your best to just kind of pack it all in. That's what she said. And you're going to kind of come to an end like that. And then, very delicately, we're going to place it this way to close it. So that's what we're looking at in that there pot. I'm going to do like 2-3 minutes each side. While that's doing that, I'm going to go ahead and pull out some plastic bags so I can get this going, because it is starting to rain. Alright, well, now that it is sufficiently raining and the crunch wrap has cooled down a little bit, let's go ahead and bite into her and see how it is. Not bad. Definitely could have used the sour cream because this thing's drier than Gandhi's sandals, but you know, we take what we can get out here in the woods. It's pretty good. I can't get over how nice it is to have this awning, because as you can hear, it's raining pretty good. But we got plenty of space to sit, hang out. Of course Archie's going to want to hang out in the rain. But yeah, plenty of space. I can even, you know, cook underneath of here. Great. Love this thing. Well, we made it to Madison, Wisconsin. It's hot as shit. It is 97 degrees. I don't know if you can see that. Let me get... There you go, 97 degrees. It's hot as shit. So, Archie and I are waiting for Jake to get to this campground, which is a county campground here in Wisconsin. Nice spot right on a lake, which is kind of nice. So, yeah, just waiting for Jake to get here, and then we're kind of just going to hang out before we head up into the actual UP tomorrow.
This is my snake like a month before he died. He died like right before I moved.
right, so we are making the last leg of the journey up to Copper Harbor this morning. We stayed just below the line of Wisconsin and the Upper Peninsula in a national forest last night. One that I am not even going to try to pronounce because I'm just going to offend somebody. But yeah, so we've got about 3 hours left until we get to. So yeah, so we've got about 3 hours left until we get to Copper Harbor. But then, yeah, that's where we're gonna probably post up for a couple days. There's a bunch of stuff from back in 2018 when I was up here that I want to go back to, and it's all kind of in that Copper Harbor area. So I'm excited to spend a few days and slow down and stop driving so damn much. But yeah, so en route to Copper Harbor we go.